On for part 2. All right,
Okay,
it's
let's
Zack
go
Snyder.
to
Yep, this one. Zack Snyder's movies and the fan that fought for his DC universe. I have not seen this.
We as comic book fans, but also
Pause.
mostly movie fans, what we ask for is
Can you turn it up?
set
All right,
max
turn it.
volume.
Okay. Now go
All right,
back.
hold on. Let's try this again. Let's try
Yep.
this again.
Yep. Actually,
Better?
me.
I was gonna say, is that better?
Yeah.
we as comic book fans, but also mostly movie fans, what we ask for is we want those characters come to our world. How would they react and live in our world? How would we react if we saw a man flying, or if we saw a bat signal in the sky? If we saw the Batwing,
Well, we
going,
saw
how would
Steppenwolf.
Yep. Man.
Steppenwolf's a fucking joke.
Yeah, the universe, and also I want to point out, like, real DC fans don't. It's like it's a fictional universe, bro. Let it be fiction.
Look, if I'm gonna be honest, who the fuck wants a realistic superhero movie?
Yeah, like
Seriously,
this whole realistic take.
I don't.
It can somewhat work for Batman, but when it comes to like other characters, it's like no, it just doesn't work.
Like Superman. Superman's fucking goofy. Like you don't like. He's a very goofy character, especially if you think about how Clark Kent is.
Yeah, like bro is literally an alien who goes and fights like multiple other aliens that do all these crazy stuff. Like that is so whack.
You know, like Liam was saying in the stream.
Yeah,
Like he's way more fucking goofy than Spider-Man.
yeah, and also look how fat the bottom guy is. Still, he's still so fat.
When you said that, I was actually when you were on the break thing, when you were like just doing something, I was watching a clip from, even though I don't like him, I was watching the hashtag Hung Get a Job video from Jack Kentner. Uh, I think one of the funniest things is when he had that guy say, he's like, guys, my car broke down because I forgot to change the oil, and that just made me die laughing.
Yeah, all
And
right.
I'm too lazy and fat to get a job. He's like, I'm better than SK to get a job.
All right, let's
I was
continue
like, oh
this.
my god.
have you seen the other two movies, Batman v Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Well, now's the perfect time, fellas. I just ordered them both.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
I
bro,
just
tell me-
ordered them both.
tell me that's the ultimate edition of BDS.
Oh yeah,
It is.
that's the ultimate
Excellent.
edition.
Excellent.
Wow.
Also, I want to point out there was this one pause.
Right
I
now.
will be.
There was this one guy I found out when it came to Snyder Call when it came to react unboxing his Zack Snyder Justice League. He saw like one of the like a small little poster promoting like other DC materials. Like what the fuck? Then he ripped it out and like put the thumbs up on like BBS and Man of Steel, and then put that in the toilet and then pissed on it. The stuff that wasn't Zack Snyder related.
What?
I'm not joking. I'll show you the video.
All right, let's just. All right, yeah. After we finish the one after this, yeah.
Yeah, it's
watching this
embarrassing.
tomorrow. I will be watching this tomorrow.
Get your tissues
I'm
when you
cringe.
watch Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay.
No, you fucking don't. Get your tissues. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's cringe as shit. Yeah, I need I need tissues because I cry because I'm so fucking bored.
Yeah, and I'm fat.
I'm gonna
Oh my god.
I'm going to recommend you one more movie. Once you finish watching BVS and ZSJL, Watchmen. If you haven't watched Watchmen, Watchmen.
Pause. No, Zack Snyder's Watchmen was fucking dog shit.
I've never watched it.
Good. You're better off. You're not missing anything.
The movie
I
that
have seen
pretty
that one.
much
That's Zack
you
Snyder
have
too,
seen
right?
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I have seen that
Now,
one. Yes.
Bro,
now, once you see these last two movies, you're gonna watch,
you're gonna be like,
watch,
oh,
Watchmen
I'll
again,
rewatch it. I'll
and
rewatch it.
then
yeah.
call me in the morning. Then you will understand.
Okay.
You will understand because like Charles
You
told
will
me,
understand
first of all,
Zach better
you
than
will
you
understand.
ever have. Trust me. When you
And,
watch
and you don't have to.
this,
And we're not trying to convert you to a Snyder fan or no. We're just.
you'll just
You
understand
said
why we
that you like his visual storytelling,
I do. Yes.
and the visual storytelling of these next two movies you're gonna watch, French Kiss,
Yes, kiss, bro.
and this
Telling you.
why, and that's
Right.
why Nolan chose Snyder.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
he did he did Dawn of the Dead first, then did 300, and then he did Watchmen before Man of Steel. Watchmen was pretty much the resume on Nolan's front desk for to pick Zach to do the job. So
Okay.
once you see those movies, you will watch Watchmen again, and you will understand Zack Snyder as a.
I'm gonna
visual
rewatch it, man, because like I said, when I was watching movies back then, I wasn't watching them with a critical eye. I was just more, not even pay attention to half the movie. But now that I'm an adult, I can, absorb them a little more with more of a critical eye since I have a channel now and we can talk about it and stuff like that. So I will definitely do
These
that.
are cinematic comic books, bro. Especially Watchmen. So you remember how I said James Gunn made a comic book movie?
Yeah.
No, this is a
Lot of
cinematic
fun.
experience with
Yeah.
comic book elements, man. And it
Yeah.
still looks like a comic book, but it's more serious, it's more dramatic, it has more punch.
What?
I'm talking about Watchmen.
What is he talking about? What the
He's talking
fuck's he
about
talking
Watchmen.
about?
It's also funny they
Yeah.
talk about it. Yeah. As far as I remember, they haven't seen Man of Steel. I mean Superman. They haven't seen Gunn's Superman, and they're gonna say this.
More weight. It's just better. When you see Watchmen, you will know why we love this man. Yeah.
I'm trying
Well,
to
we
find the
love him
page
because he
of
makes
the.
brain dead
So
slot
remember,
for
okay.
people
So
like you.
remember the scene on Watchmen, because Snyder pretty much he grabbed page for
It's
page.
the whole book. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the whole book.
Yeah.
So when he did 300 and Watchmen, he pretty much
Pause.
Like
page.
the book was
yeah,
a
yeah.
storyboard.
Pause.
Yeah, even the color scheme. So you notice the color
Can you
scheme
pause?
in 300, the way they shot it and the way it looked cinematically with the lighting and all of that. That's because that's exactly how the comic book colors look. And I mean
Pause.
almost exactly. It looked exactly like that.
I was gonna say, real quick, what is the comic book 300? Is that like I've never heard of it.
300 is, the 300, the movie with Spartans.
No.
The this is Sparta meme. It's like this is Sparta and kicks the guy into a pit.
Oh, I've heard a little, but
It's a movie of. It's about the Battle of the 300. It
okay.
was an actual. Yeah, it was during the Persian Spartan War.
All right,
Or
but
yeah, it's a really good movie. It actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
300 was a comic too. I didn't even know
Yes.
It
that.
was written by Frank
Oh
Miller.
wow.
Frank
Yeah.
Miller.
all right, let's just.
Frank Miller, man. Yep.
Okay, so real quick, I gotta get a couple more questions off to you because I think they're really important. The first one is we were talking about the action scenes, like the Battle of Smallville, right? And I saw your
Yeah.
reaction. That seemed
Love
to
that
blow
one.
you away. What made that
Pause.
different when, like, from what you saw
Alright.
when you?
What do
Yeah,
you
the
say?
Battle of Small because he's talking about like the Man of Steel and the Battle of Smallville and how it's like it blew Flex talk away, and I'm like, oh yeah, the battle where Superman literally brought it to to Smallville, and it's like, whoa, it's his first time. It's like that inexperience can only be used so much. It's like, bro, literally was like reckless as fuck.
Yeah, people have gotten on my ass, but every time I talk about Man of Steel, I'll literally bring up Smallville season one because like Clark has some pretty good feats in Smallville season one, but he doesn't ever do anything as stupid as as Man of Steel. Like
Yeah,
every time, like he fights a villain. If you've seen Smallville, right?
yeah, I've seen bits and pieces.
Like, if you've seen the fights, he never brings it to where people are like there. Or like even let's go into the comics. Like Superman always flies Zod up to the fucking moon for them to fight because nobody can get hurt that way.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue with this.
And what was it about those action scenes that stood out to you and made you give the reaction that you did compared to what you saw when you watched Superman
Oh,
2025?
nice. So I will say this: that I could definitely tell they try to recreate that with Superman when he fights in Superman 2025 when he fights the engineer, and then also he's fighting someone else. He's fighting two people at once, though. I forget who he might be fighting.
You fucking dumbass. Fucking Ultraman. And he's a big part of the movie. How the fuck could you forget that?
They're retarded.
Yeah. No, they make retarded people look intelligent.
Yeah.
Ultraman. Thank you. I forgot the name. Yes, Ultraman. At the same time, I felt like they were trying to recreate the Smallville scene. That one felt very video gamey, by the way. If you guys have seen that clip, it felt very video gamey. And there's that whole meme where he gets kicked in the balls and he's like, "Oof." I'm like, and then I saw Man of Steel and I'm like, you don't see anything like that in Man of Steel. But it was just like you felt every punch. When that character, that tall character of Zod's boy, gets punched right into the train, the gas line or whatever, and explodes. Like
Yeah.
it just the way they filmed everything, like it felt like you were flying along there alongside Clark Kent or Superman. And Henry Cavill, like right there, like you're over his shoulder, like the cameraman's like right over his shoulder, like flying with them, and
Yeah, that's
you're just
shit
getting these
effect.
cinematic moments in Smallville, and literally in front of a damn Sears. You know what I mean? Shit's blowing up.
And IHOP.
Like,
Don't forget the IHOP. Don't
and the
forget
IHOP. Like I felt all the destruction going on. And that
Pause.
was another thing too, is that they came for me and they're like, the
I want to point out
Whoa.
it's like, dude, in the Superman fight scene in the 2025 movie, it's like it's like video games. Like, dude, it's a fucking comic book thing. It's meant to be like silly and whatnot. Embrace it instead of just trying to make it too serious. You ruin the charm, and like that's a big thing I say. And then of course you have like, it's like that
Have
scene
like,
was
I'm
really
sorry,
cool. You have that fight scene was
where he's
better.
fighting engine.
Continue.
Oh, you're talking about the part where he's like 2v1ing
Yeah, that fight
Ultraman and
scene was
Engineer.
awesome.
Yeah, and then yeah, like because he literally she fills him with the nanites, and he flies all the way up into space where he freezes them out, and then he just does a fucking like comet. Does like a fucking comet drop back down to Earth and
I know.
knocks it out, and then the whole thing with Ultraman with that 1A thing happens, and that was pretty badass. Way better than anything in Snyder's films.
Yeah, and also unlike Snyder, he didn't like bring this battle into Smallville and whatnot.
He
He actually
literally,
tries to keep collateral
he
damage to a
literally
minimum.
yeah, not just that. He literally like goes to places that are like there's nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
the James Gunn fans, they're like,
Unreal.
Superman was letting people die left and right and stuff like this, and all, he would never do that. And I'm like, I don't know. What did you guys take on that? Because that's like in that end scene with Zod, everybody made a big deal about that.
Let the man finish his sentence, Ross.
No. Pause. But we're pausing. What the fuck did this motherfucker just say? You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna say I'd like to get what's your take on the final battle with Zod. My take is that Superman was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he literally there was in the start of the battle there was so much space they could take the fight and he could just take Zod up into space like way before he could fly and also like there's so much destruction that they could keep the battle in where there's not much people and he literally draws Zod to the place where there is people. And he stands around when
And he's
Zod
like,
learns how to use heat vision in flight.
yeah.
And so like
Or like I think the funny
you
my
go.
God. This is making me feel stupid. I feel stupid just like saying these things, don't you?
Yep.
Or is that just me?
It's me too. Oh my god, the DCU will be back. Oh my god, no, it's not. Anyways, continue.
Not the DCU is what we have currently. DCEU is dead, and I'm glad.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Let's see if Charles says it because I know Charles will say the same thing as me. what it comes down to is what we discussed earlier: is that he's not Superman in this film.
God. Oh my God. Oh my
Bullshit.
fucking God. What did the fuck? Is this parody? Is this parody?
He has to be Superman to avoid collateral damage, guys.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, 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 no. I got a really good counterpoint to this actually. Smallville. He never calls himself Superman at all. He never even wears a fucking suit until he never wears a Superman suit until the very end of the series. And it's a CGI. So I guess he's not Superman then.
And he doesn't cause that much collateral damage.
No, I was gonna say if you want to, we can go through some examples, but there's so many examples in Smallville of Clark literally going out of his way to avoid collateral damage. Like instead of fighting Doomsday after they separate. Oh, no, spoilers. Have you seen all of Smallville, or do you not plan on
Yes,
doing it?
I have seen Smallville.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is later in the show, like I think season 7, 8, with the Doomsday arc, they use black kryptonite to separate Doomsday from his human host Davis Bloom. And while Davis is gets eventually he stabs Jimmy Olsen, and then Jimmy kills him with his last breath. While that's happening, Clark is going deep, deep, deep into the earth to bury Doomsday, because without Davis's mind, it's just a mindless monster, and he traps him in the core of the earth. And
Yeah,
so
I
he
know.
does
It's like,
that instead of fighting them where there could be collateral damage. I'd say that's a really good counterpoint to why this Superman sucks.
yeah. But let's hear the rest of their bullshit.
Yeah, that is a good counterpoint though, right? On why it's a good
Yeah.
counterpoint though, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is Superman day one? He just put on the suit. This is his first major battle. How do you expect him to be perfect Superman?
He doesn't have to be perfect, but he doesn't make any attempt.
He's a fucking idiot. He causes damage, and
And also,
I
he
will.
shouldn't have to be Superman for too long to know he should keep the battle in non-populated areas.
Yeah, to go back to Smallville again, the very first villain he fights is he literally prevents a guy from killing everyone. Clark fights a guy who has electric powers in the very first episode of Smallville. At the end, he fights the guy and stops him from killing everyone at the homecoming dance.
Yeah, and I also want to
And
point out, well, you go first.
he basically is able to defeat him with the only collateral damage being a the guy crashing a truck into the school, but it doesn't. But it's a bit the outside of the building, so it's not that bad. And him just causing damage to the exterior by picking the guy up and throwing him at the building. That's the only damage he causes, and that's his very first fight as Superman.
Yeah, and again, it's so he causes all this damage. I'm just like, bro, there was literally an entire section of rubble where the fight starts, where he could keep the fight there. He can keep the fight there, but he chooses to keep throwing him around to the area that wasn't populated. It's like, you do not have to be Superman to do that, to be that intelligent. It shouldn't be that hard to know that. So the fact that they say this is stupid.
It's cope. It's literally cope.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say is that I actually had made a video that I took down because I didn't like how I did it, because I kept comparing it to Smallville Superman, because one, I think it's a really good comparison. If a Superman in the first 5 seasons, who doesn't have that much experience, performs better than this Superman, something's really wrong.
Yeah.
Just saying. Let's continue this shit.
How would you react if you were the first on the job?
Right?
True.
Okay,
True.
let me
That's an appeal to reality.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to parrot what SK said at one point, because he said the appeal fallacies. He said when Ultimate Joker tried using an appeal to popularity, he said it's an appeal to popularity at best, and I don't care for those types of arguments. I'm the same way. I don't care for them because it's a nothing argument.
Mm-hmm.
That is an appeal to reality, what he said. you can't, if you're trying to argue for why something's not bad, you can't say what you would do. You have to argue within the confines of that universe.
Yep.
And they're not. This is fucking incredible. Let's continue this.
Let me give you some more backstory real quick. Okay. You know how Christopher Reeves was just that pretty much that same 3-act structure. He come from Krypton. He's there as a baby. He grows up, got his powers. Daily Planet, Lois, Lex, done.
Pausing because Christopher Reeve's Superman never intentionally endangers anybody.
Yeah.
I've only seen Superman and Superman 2. I haven't seen 3 and 4 because I heard that they're not as good. I'm just saying this is false equivalence.
Right? Okay. Snyder's intention was to take that film, Man of Steel, and turn him into the Superman everybody knows.
And it falls flat because Superman's a fucking idiot at every turn.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's forget the Zod fight. What about the part where he literally flies into, who is it he flew into that he crashed into an IHOP and
Oh yeah, he crashed into that
what was
area
it?
with all the people, and he doesn't try to lead the fight out. He keeps it in there instead of being like he knows there are people in there. So what he could do is literally, like, if you want to argue, like, because Foro was dodging his attacks, like, okay, try and lead her out and trick her into getting, and, like, taunt her or something to get her to follow you, because she's most likely going to be focused on you besides those random people. So, like, do that. Or at the very least, before the battle started, when Zod was literally on his knees, instead of taunting him, how about you pick him up and throw him into the field?
Yeah.
They use
Hold on. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking.
Continue.
Yeah. Fucking unreal.
In 5 films. That was the point. He was gonna.
Yeah, and Man of Steel doesn't just damage his character, it fucking assassinates his character.
Yeah.
Like, do these people not know how damaging Zack Snyder is to Superman as a character?
Well, it's because they're fake fans.
There's too many people who think, huh? Oh,
They're-
sorry, what?
They're fake fans.
Yes. Smallville is the perfect example of. Okay, I was gonna say, here's my example. Smallville, what Zack Snyder tried to do, Smallville did right. Zack Snyder did wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, they show Clark eventually growing into Superman over the course of 10 years, and it's done really good.
Take him from down and out Clark Kent when he was a kid, bullied the whole 9, a rookie on the job for the very first time, all the way to his growth. He dies. Okay.
Yeah, and it was complete shit.
Yeah, his death.
Oh no.
What?
His death was complete dog shit.
I know. It's like, if we look at the context, it's like they needed to get the spear to kill Doomsday, and it's like after while Superman and Wonder Woman are fighting Doomsday, Batman just watches. And there's also another thing, like, how did Lois Lane know that the spear was going to be enough to kill her Doomsday? Like, she wasn't there when Batman came up with the plan. Like, she
knew because she read the. I think I know how she knew. She knew because she probably read the script.
Oh yeah, and it's like it's like a stupid plot point. It's also like, why was she still there? Why didn't she leave afterwards? What was she doing still there after she threw the spear?
She probably read the script that said she needed to stay in the area. I use that argument a lot because that's the only justification you can make. Why is she still there? Oh, she read the script that said she needed to still be there.
Yeah, but when we ignored it, it's like, it just doesn't make any sense. What were you gonna do? Like,
shit's so stupid. Or let's even go before, when they try to use the nuke to destroy to defeat Doomsday.
Why didn't Superman just get out of the way? Doomsday can't fly. He could have just. He saw the nuke. Get out of the way instead. Just letting yourself get hit.
I was yeah. Or like, do you remember the part where like the government like tries to nuke Doomsday?
Yeah, I talked about. I just said talked about that scene.
Oh no. Even better is like, you know what's even stupider about that part?
What?
Fucking knocks Superman out. Superman gets knocked out by a motherfucking nuke.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
and also
He should not be getting knocked out by a fucking nuke.
yeah, I also want to point out, like, brother, Superman, when seeing the nuke, decides to keep punching instead of actually just moving out of the way, knowing that Doomsday can't fly.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. This is gonna be great.
I'm not gonna tell you anything, but I'm not gonna tell you anything else. But let's just say it was from birth to death to rebirth. Was the point? He was gonna do Superman saga in 5 films instead of just 1.
You know what the biggest problem is with his argument?
Yeah, tell us.
Is that Man of Steel? I feel stupid for having to reiterate this, but it's like, but I guess these people are so dumb they don't want to hear anything that doesn't fit their whole worldview. Man of Steel damages Superman as a character so badly that it is impossible for him to recover from it.
Yeah, and also, not only is Leo Gretz fat, but we see that Flex Talk is fat, and also Sergeant Riggs is fat, but also a smoker. Can you see the smoke he has on his hand, his mouth?
Last film that he was gonna do was gonna be that Boy Scout with the S and ripping the shirt open and the whole 78 Superman.
But the problem is that, oh my god, I feel stupid for having to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. The way that he acts is not how Superman acts. Like, Superman is not. I think they just took Batman's personality and put that onto Superman. Superman is not a serious person. He's a fucking nerd. He's not like a really edgy person. He really isn't.
I mean, will he get serious when it comes to battles? It's like, yeah, but
He's not like, so he's not or like, okay, or like I was gonna say about like BVS. Another part that like doesn't help them, that I've always seen the Snyder cultists conveniently leave out, is the courtroom scene.
yeah, it's like he notices something's wrong, and it's like,
Like, even like Riff said, if Homelander is more of a hero than Superman is at any point in his career, something's very wrong.
yep. All right,
Yeah, because like Homelander saved. Yeah. Yes. No. I was just saying, Homelander saved Butcher from like a point blank explosion at one point.
Yeah.
That was the point. He was gonna take him from Man of Steel. He was gonna take that journey, just like Lord of the Rings, right? You know how Frodo went on that journey in 3 films.
False equivalence. That's a false equivalence.
Also,
I guess these guys.
I was gonna say
sorry,
the Lord
what?
of the Rings part falls short because any Lord of the Rings person would probably look at this and say, "What the fuck is this?" Especially if they also like the DC too.
And not just that, but like the difference with that is that Lord of the Rings Frodo is never like assassinated as a character. His character is like very consistent the whole way through.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was basically what he was doing, and people didn't understand it. Back then, they just did.
I've heard this argument so many times it's not even funny that we're not smart enough. I've heard this all the time from Snyder cultists because I have argued with them too. It's that like you don't understand the themes of like Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, that it's really complex and deep and nuanced. It's not. The nuance of Man of Steel and like Batman vs Superman, the nuance is about as deep as a fucking rain puddle.
I also want to point out, like, that's just such a smug thing to say. It's like, I could say the same thing about the DCU. Oh, you guys don't play, it's just too smart for you. And also, I want to point out, I can see in the chat, one guy called Giancarlo Menchis or whatever. The kick to the balls is what Gunn calls epic. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
I'm pretty sure he gets. Oh no, sorry. Sorry to cut you off, but I literally just saw Superman. I bought Superman on Fandango. I rewatched it last night. He like gets kicked in the balls, and then it's just like he just ignores it. He ignores it like it didn't even fucking happen.
yeah, like it
Like
hurts
he
just for
keeps
like 2
fighting.
seconds because of Ultraman. And also, I want to point out, like, these people are obsessing about that scene
Ultraman.
more than it was in the movie. Like, it wasn't even talked about that much. It was literally just like a 1 second thing. It wasn't even meant as a joke, and it's like, and these people are obsessing over it.
I mean, they'd have a point if like it took him out of the fight, but it doesn't. He just ignores it and keeps fighting.
Yeah, like what took him out was Engineer blast him, and then he got up, but then the nanites hit him, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, or even I was gonna say versus the Henry Cavill Superman versus the David Cornsweet Superman. David Cornsweet just goes like toe to toe with in a 2v1 and does really good. He even fucking picked up Engineer and started using her as a weapon for like a second. And I thought
Yeah,
that was pretty funny and disrespectful.
but let's continue.
Yeah. Jesus. We're only 8 minutes in,
Understand what he
and
was
there's
doing.
so much shit.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, my very last question for you, Flix, um, how has reacting to this film changed your overall interest in Superman as a character versus other heroes, like let's say Batman, Wonder Woman, or any other superhero film you take in? What is it about this film that's changed your entire view on Superman?
Well, I am glad that I get to watch 2 more Henry Cavill, because as far as I know, this is all we get from Henry Cavill, right? The next 2 films, which is BVS
now.
and for now.
Wow, the
For
arrogance is strong with this one.
the for
For
now, it's like, bro, it's not.
Oh my god. To quote the Joker, it'd be funny if it wasn't so. I'd laugh if it wasn't so pathetic. Oh, what the hell? I'll laugh anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that I don't just have Man of Steel to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited, intrigued, and I don't know anything about the other characters because I did not see let me draw in blanks. The Batman what's his name? The actor that plays Batman.
Robert Pattinson?
No, the one in
Ben
the
Affleck?
BVS.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
I
Ben
have-
Affleck.
I have not seen Ben Affleck's performance of it. I know the bulky suit,
Oh.
so I know what that looks like.
He in for a treat, boy. He in for a treat.
Oh boy, are they really going to open that can of worms?
What are they saying?
They're now going on to talk about Batfleck. Ooh, that's one rabbit hole. It really is
Oh yeah.
because apparently, I'm not ashamed to say this. It's Ben Affleck's Batfleck is the worst version of the character, and that is like an objective fact.
Yeah.
He's not Batman. He
He's
does not
Bat
act like
Punisher.
Batman. No. Netflix Punisher is more of a hero than this Batman is.
Yeah.
It's like he said, after he and Superman pretty much just became best friends in like a fucking second, just because their mommies have the same name. So fucking stupid. And then he says, "Oh, I'm gonna change my ways." Is pretty much what he's like. And then he just fucking murders everyone when he goes to rescue Martha. Like he throws a fucking crate at a guy's head, and there's a fucking blood smear on the wall.
Yeah. And also,
No, I'm pretty sure he'll get up from that. He'll get up from that in a minute.
oh, also, I want to point out, Zack Snyder killed off Dick Grayson as Robin, which,
Oh, it was Jason Todd, not Dick Grayson, that was supposed to die. And also, he also said he wanted to make a movie about Batman getting raped in prison.
yep. All right, let's continue.
Yeah. No, it's just like I just say that's how bad this is that we have to pause so many times because of how shit their points are.
Let's continue.
I'm excited excited.
And he's watching, and he's not even going to watch the theatrical. He's going direct
Right
to
to the
the.
He's going
Oh,
directly
yeah.
to the ultimate, man. Oh
That's
God,
what
yeah,
Y'all,
you in for a
y'all
treat,
fought
bro.
everybody
Jobless Lose.
everybody said
That's trash.
ultimate 3-hour edition. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm locked in. I'm gonna do it.
Should
I'm
we
gonna
give
do
him
it.
a sample? Should we give him a taste? Just a
You know
little.
what? Just real
It's not a dick. You don't give him a taste of a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
quick before we do that. What advice would you give to people who haven't seen Man of Steel yet? That's how I want to end this. What advice would you give to people
Oh,
who
Oh
haven't
my
seen
God!
Man of Steel?
Pause.
simply watch it and compare and contrast.
Because you guys said simply watching it, but there's a guy called who says, guys, the James Gunn fans don't like the hero's journey. They are impatient.
Well, you know what the problem with that is? That argument? Oh, they didn't watch the movie. You want to know why? I paid attention to the beginning when there's a fucking Star Wars text crawl. It says he's been Superman for 3 years. So he's already had his hero's journey. We just didn't see it.
Yeah, but let's continue.
Yeah.
I would urge you guys. I don't think Charles. You said you didn't watch Superman 2025, right? Raw
didn't,
Talk.
no.
Did you watch it?
We actually kind of led a boycott, which is why we're very principled about not seeing this yet.
I would still say watch it
That's
on a
pathetic.
Sunday afternoon doing laundry or whatever, just so you guys can compare and contrast. I know you guys are already gonna hate it, but
will. Yeah, I like to bullshit and talk shit. Like I told him, he'd have to see me in hell first before I watch it. But I'll watch it. I mean, I'm gonna watch it because I'm gonna be fair. I do want to do a fair comparison because I did watch the first season of Peacemaker. So our major problem is let James Gunn do what James Gunn want to do, but don't try to circumvent that with something else that we had that you didn't finish.
Oh, what a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, he's trying to make it sound like less bad than there actually is.
I can't say anything about Peacemaker because I'm actually only on episode 4 of season 1.
It's okay.
So I don't know.
That's our main argument. That's always been our main argument.
We even
Not really an argument. You're just fucking whining.
for the
Like, literally all I'm hearing is they're just whining.
Yeah.
Like, wait, like they just changed something and I didn't want that. Like, grow the fuck up.
Yep.
Seriously. Like, you guys are like in their like 30s, right?
Yep.
One of them's 52 dead.
we bought we got a trailer on LED truck and we took it to New York at the Charging Bull
You
to protest against
shit.
Superman. And
Are
we were
you
doing
effing
like
kidding me?
No.
Really?
So what we
Wait,
did
you
is
guys did? You
Yes,
guys did?
what we did was the event was called #Henry Cavill Superman #Wallets Closed, and it was our way of telling the movie studio that until you guys finish Henry Cavill's story, our wallets are staying closed.
Before we move on, let me
Wow.
give Flicks a little bit of backstory. All right. So, to us, DC has always been serious. They take the characters serious.
What?
Like, okay, you can do like these silly stuff like Superman did, and if you take it seriously, it works.
Yes, I could actually give a really good example. I forgot when it was. I forgot what it was, but in the the DCAU with the cartoons, like I grew up watching those cartoons.
Yep.
I forgot what it was. It was Justice League or Justice League Unlimited. I can't remember. Not important. But when Superman and Doomsday are just like beating the absolute shit out of each other, and it was pretty serious. Every time Doomsday appeared, not Doomsday, Darkseid. Every time Darkseid appeared, it's serious because he's a very menacing character.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that. And like I remember the part like he and like Darkseid were just beating the shit out of each other, and then he's gonna hit him with the Omega beams, and he just covers his eyes with that,
That's
and
the
it
end of
defeats
Superman.
him.
That's the end of Superman. But yeah, let's continue.
That was the Superman animated series.
Yeah.
All right, I just forgot what it was in. I just remembered seeing it.
Obviously, Chris Nolan's, Dark Knight trilogy, all that stuff, which is why they hired Snyder, blah, blah, blah. You know, up to that part. Serious filmmaking, art. That's how.
I think it's so crazy how unrealistic, how there's so many unrealistic things in Zack Snyder's movies, and Christopher Nolan is like one of those directors that likes to make so many realistic movies, and he never thought to stop Zack Snyder from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
like our comic book movies to be. Warner Brothers was chasing Marvel the whole time. They've been trying to chase Marvel. They've been trying to be like Marvel. They've been trying to make DC like Marvel. So they basically made Zack Snyder change his whole direction. I don't probably more than once. And then when it came to the other movies that you're about to see, very decisive. BVS was very decisive, but now people are realizing that was the movie that should have been in theaters in the first place.
What?
He was making Zack Snyder's Justice.
The fuck are you even talking about?
The Ultimate
Oh my
Edition
god!
doesn't
All
change
right.
a thing.
In fact, I think the Ultimate Edition kind of makes it even worse.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you say?
yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I haven't seen Batman vs Superman. I haven't seen it since 2020, and I've hated it since. So, what is it? Okay, so what is it that it does? How does the Ultimate Edition make it even worse again?
You see a few shots of blood and gore, some F-bombs to justify the R rating. You see Ben Affleck's ass while taking a shower. You see the conclusion of that African lady who gets pushed and run over by a train, and that's mostly it.
Okay, so nothing of any value then.
No. No.
Right.
Let's continue.
Yeah. Before we do continue, I was just gonna say, when it comes to like Batman vs Superman, I'm not. I don't know. I don't really remember that much, so I'm just gonna have to count on you for the counterpoints for that. Because are you more familiar with how bad that one is?
A little, but you know.
I'm more in tune with how bad Man of Steel is.
I mean, maybe muscle memory will
For
come back as we
starters,
talk about it.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's.
they brought in Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, the Avengers guy. Joss
I do
Whedon
remember
tried to turn Justice League into a Marvel film.
I hate this whole thing of
Yeah.
it's humor, it's Marvel. I hate that statement.
Let me have a really interesting thing. The whole Marvel versus DC. For like the whole entirety of like the Infinity Saga, Marvel was beating DC, and everyone liked Marvel. But then after that, and when it call the current state of the MCU and everything kind of going to shit, um, it's just now DC's making good movies and everyone's all for that.
Yep. Continue.
A pretty good
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully Avengers Doomsday fixes that.
money at the film. It was critically panned. It was total destruction of bastardization of what his film was. We fought.
No, it fucking wasn't. I've seen both, and I'm gonna say this: I'd rather watch the 2017 Justice League because the fourth one, the 4-hour one, is fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
We fought to get Zack Snyder's Justice League. We
5
got
years.
it finally.
5 years.
5 years we fought for it. Finally got it on HBO Max. Then once that movie was a success on HBO Max, which it was, we said restore the whole goddamn Snyderverse. Just give it all back and let him finish the rest of his story.
I guess Sergeant Murtaugh thinks he's the fucking main character.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot.
Like, who the fuck do you think you are to talk to like? Boy.
All we needed was 2 more movies, dude. Justice League number
Pause.
2 and 3, and he would have been done. That'd have been it.
No, it's not
Oh
true.
my
We
God.
still they wanted the Ben Affleck movie, Man of Steel 2, and a bunch of other stuff. So it's like, no.
They're just objectively lying.
Yeah.
Boy.
And then somebody would have made a Flashpoint movie. Somebody would have come. What was his name? Rick Famuyiwa. Yeah. So he would have came in, made a Flash movie that would have basically reset the universe, and then anybody can come in and do what the hell they want after that.
Yeah, but do you want to know why that movie ended up getting canceled?
Because it was a failure.
No, the Flash sequel. No, not necessarily. Do you know the Flash 2023 almost got canceled, which it should have been?
Yeah.
No real surprise for why it almost got canceled, though. I'm pretty sure you could guess.
Just say it for everyone.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the movie had like 6 different endings.
Oh, sorry.
But anyways.
All right, let's continue. Yeah, let's continue.
Why we're here. Yep. That's why
I
we're here.
respect the dedication, guys.
And also, like, it was so disgusting what they did to Supergirl. Like, holy shit.
Want to tell everyone?
Oh, have you seen the Flash movie?
Yeah, I have, but want to tell everyone?
Yeah, they basically build her up to be a really important character, and they just kill her off so unceremoniously. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was so disrespectful to her. No. The only thing is, I say the Batman and Supergirl; those are like the only really good characters in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
I do. I
Thank you.
really because I once again, and the reason why I took a chance with this is because I didn't want to be that guy that just shit on a franchise. Like I said, I was shitting on DC because I was like, oh, their CGI wasn't up to what I thought was the standards based off all the early Marvel. I'm gonna be honest, guys. There has not been a good Marvel movie since after Endgame.
I mean, Endgame also has like a ton of problems if you really think about it.
Yeah, honestly, the MCU has a problems as a whole, which is why meh for me. But let's just continue.
There has not been a fucking good Marvel.
Okay, look, the last thing I was gonna say is that like Endgame is an enjoyable movie, but it's like one of those things you kind of have to just turn your brain off to enjoy and not think critically.
Oh my God! Someone else said, "Well, I don't get James Gunn fans hates Man of Steel, but Gunn took from Man of Steel. Why is Gunn is stealing from a movie that his fans said is not a good film?"
Because I know exactly. I can counter this. I'll counter it. I'd say that's because James Gunn took all the stuff that didn't work in Man of Steel and made it work in his movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually what I liked about the new Superman movie is that everything that didn't work in Man of Steel, James Gunn made it work because he's actually a good director and writer.
Which is why they hate him. But let's continue.
Not.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. No Way Home.
Okay. So then maybe after No Way Home.
Okay, it was.
No, No Way Home is. Oh God.
Yeah, we'll just.
No, I was just gonna say like the only thing I'm gonna say about this, even since it's not relevant, is Spider-Man: Far From Home assassinates Peter as a character. Spider-Man No Way Home assassinates the MCU as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe after No Way Home.
If
Yeah.
you
No
rip
Way
out
Home.
the cameos from that movie, it would not have been as memorable.
No, it's a shit movie.
So,
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I take it
Fair
back.
enough.
I take it back.
Fair
After
enough.
No Way Home, because after that, that's when people started saying about all this superhero fatigue, and we were, stop it. I think Marvel's main
Hold up.
down.
Pause. Look at that comment at the bottom.
Endgame was stolen from. Oh my God!
And look at Vasquez above him.
Regarding the Snyderverse, I have this quote: "Until the day when good God
That's Monte
shall
Cristo.
design to man shall what?
Dane. I'm sorry, that's Dane. Dane is like planning to do.
What is he? What is he planning?"
It's basically saying Zack Snyder will eventually come back one day. I'm very familiar with that quote. They like to throw it around.
Yeah. Let's just continue.
Fall. And I mean, I can't say downfall because obviously they're going to make money, right? Even though it's not the money that Disney wants. They kept focusing on so many damn shows, bro. So many damn shows. When you focus on so many shows, you can't focus on the movies, the main art of.
Okay, pause. Marvel Television is different from the films. They're different teams of people.
Mm-hmm. Let's continue.
Oh God,
The quality, right?
And
Because
you
then
have
you got
bro, shut the fuck up. Look at that comment down there, Mama
Well,
Bear doll
well
about the
said.
Monte Cristo quote.
Yeah.
Get the take his dick out your mouth.
watch those shows to figure out what the hell
Sorry
is
you
to
got to
going
do
judge
all
on.
this,
the
right?
fun, but it's so
And I was
bad.
not
This is
ready
the
to
worst
do all that.
video
Yeah, I
so
watched
far.
the WandaVision and stuff like that, and I started watching Agatha along. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I was not with it. I was not with it. So it was not for me, and I fell off of it. So and then I started seeing. Then I really started following all the movie numbers, right, and all the projected numbers.
Most
Then I started seeing
numbers don't
how
fucking matter
they
though.
started treating certain studios and all these headlines and clickbait. They were saying Superman was going to make 150 million domestically. Then it kept dropping down 120, then 90, and I'm like, what is happening here? Something's going on where they're trying to hype up. Someone's getting paid off to hype up all this shit so they
Oh,
can really go out in theaters and
why?
get these actual numbers.
Pause.
It didn't hit what they wanted, and I'm
Oh my
still to this
fucking
day
god.
that they did not make
Pause.
profit off this movie.
Show the
Sorry.
WandaVision stealing from Zack Snyder. Oh my god. I also want to point out.
And look above him. I'm sorry. What?
Okay, look above. And don't forget Jeff John Lee Zack Snyder storyboards to Feige, and Feige made Infinity War and Endgame with that. Oh my god.
I don't believe that. I don't believe him.
Also, wait. The box office of Superman, like domestically, it was really good. So look at this
Also,
fat.
why do they? What? I fucking care about numbers. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. Who fucking cares?
Also, look
Like,
at
I'm
this.
not making money from it.
Look at this fat. Look at the Leo gets his fat face, being smug. It's like, ugh. Let's continue.
Wants to tell me I'm crazy. That's fine.
You are crazy.
I do not
You're
think that
fucking
this movie
insane.
hit what it was supposed to. I think it was like 100 million, a little over 100 million shy than what it needed to make profitable. I don't know what the streaming numbers are, and that's a whole different entity. That's a whole different entity. But people are still saying, they're still tagging me on Twitter saying, ha ha ha, this made Superman made 600 and whatever million, right? And Man of Steel lost $43 million, something like that. Or it
Unless
was
they
only
change
profitable
their
43.
whole business model, unless they change their whole business model to say, you know what, we're just not going to even go for it anymore. We'll just take what we can get. If that's what the investors accepted, then okay, I'll believe it made profit.
Yeah.
I'll just say this: we are
So-
only 2 months out since that movie's theatrical release, and you can already watch it for free on HBO Max.
Pause.
That's
It,
all you got.
it came to digital in a month, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
A month.
35 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they get a lot of money. That's how it broke. Not broke even, but that's when it made. That's what made helped it make way more than Man of Steel. It's because there's more people who do streaming.
Yeah, but
People don't really go to movie theaters that much anymore.
let's continue.
Oh, look at this chat.
They lost 100 million. Did not make a profit. Oh my god.
That above them.
They
Oh,
Moon Knight.
God.
And that's happening with all these Thunderbolts came out a month. Captain America came out like
Well, those are still like really good movies in my opinion. Like the MCU does still occasionally make they make the occasional good movie, but it's still mostly shit.
Yeah,
Did you see Thunderbolts? I saw it day one, and I thought it's fantastic.
I saw it. It's alright, but let's
a
continue.
month and some change. All of these movies are coming out to digital so they can try to recoup. And the physical
Oh
only
no, I'm
matters
making
for us
more
fucking
money.
nerds that
Oh
collect the
no, I
physical.
didn't
I
know that
mean,
they're trying to
they're
make
not
more
throwing all
money.
their eggs in the basket with physical.
It's the digital
But
sales they want. Yep.
it's the digital sales that they want. And they will
Digital
do
sales do
anything
really
to
good.
conflate these numbers, including not really putting out the real numbers. How many times is Disney on the back end? They lied about all these numbers with Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, I'm not going to rant because I do this all the time on my live stream.
If only I wish you knew the story behind how they buried the numbers with Zack Snyder's Justice League.
They buried
That's
it,
what
bro.
I'm saying.
When Zack Snyder's Justice League came out on HBO Max, it shit broke the internet. It broke
It
everything,
crashed the
bro.
platform.
HBO,
It
the
broke the
servers,
platform.
everything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but people were saying that more people watched on streamer in the first 3 days Black Adam than the new Superman. I don't know if that's true or not.
I believe I went to go watch Black Adam.
Yes,
so I
it
believe
is.
Someone put out that number. Yeah, someone put out that. I
did,
saw it on.
yeah.
I saw it on streamer. But like,
Pause.
that's what I'm saying is that when you lie about these numbers and you don't talk about reshoots or you neglect to mention the reshoots because people know that they're gonna add. That all
Pause.
adds up. Reshoots ain't free. What the fuck? Like, it doesn't take a rocket
Oh,
scientist to know that reshoots cost.
Alright, real quick.
what?
I was gonna say, like, Black Adam is not better than Superman. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, no, The Rock is a fucking shitty actor.
I was trying to point out because, like, they did make a video talking about, like, Supergirl's doing reshoots. Is it in trouble? And it's like, bro, it's doing reshoots. Like, those happen a lot.
That's not everything. Everything. the first cut's not always the best cut.
Yeah, but anyways, let's just
Like, Star Wars Episode 5 and 6, they needed reshoots and recuts because the first cut just wasn't good enough. Is that not, like, what is, like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with doing, like, reshoots and recuts?
Okay.
Costs money, so you got to add that into, and nobody wants to do the math.
Add the switch up of the composers and the.
Hold up.
These guys can't do math
Bullshit.
if it's like if their
I'm
life depended on it. All right. Do you really believe there will be a man tomorrow? Oh my god! They had to make it seem profitable to look better because
and above that,
now Gunn will steal ideas from the scrap Superman and Lois season 5 to 7 because Brainiac was supposed to be in that show. Now he will be. Oh my god!
Brainiac. Oh yeah, it's Brainiac and Lobo are supposed to be the villains of Man of Tomorrow. No. Brainiac's the villain of Man of Tomorrow, but I heard they've revealed that Lobo's the villain of the Supergirl movie, and I'm looking forward to that one.
Yep.
Different composers that they had.
Everything.
Add all that up, man, and they conveniently they don't mention the marketing.
This is a YouTube video, not a mirror. Stop projecting.
They
marketing, yeah.
But let me tell you something, though. Let me tell you something. There was a tweet that I just remembered now that James Gunn talked about a long time ago when somebody asked him that very same question. He said, no, don't be ridiculous. Something like, my movie only cost $225 or $225 million. He's right. You know why he's right? Because DC Studios wasn't the one that picked up the marketing bill. That's why they kept mentioning that DC Studios to produce this movie only cost $225 million. Yeah, I believe that. But what about the marketing? Who fit the bill for that? Who fit the bill for the reshoots? Who fit the bill for changing composers? Who fit the bill for all of that? That movie was just not. That's like saying that movie only cost $112 million $112 million to make. That's basically how they're trying to make it sound. Like the marketing was all tied up in the 225.
That budget, yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
So ironically, then, so then that movie would be $112 million, only what, $20 million shy of what it costs to make Sinners, which was only $90 million. Give me a fucking break, bro. Come on now.
Variety came out and they said it was profitable of $125 million. As soon as that happened, I went on live stream and I was like, "There's no way. We have to do the movie math, guys." Superman 2025 did not make $125 million profitable. What, like,
we ran the numbers through Grok, through AI. Even AI said it only made like 10, 20 million profit or something.
At best, I came up with a number of between 46 million and like 56 or 60 million dollars.
Pause.
Your chatter right there is saying it needed to make 700 million plus.
Oh god.
It did make profit. These guys are coping. Fucking retards.
Snyder cultists. I'm gonna take Liam's words. He said this. He basically was like, he said that like people like Ultimate Joker, Snyder cultists are just insecure little bitch boys.
Yeah, they are. Leo Getz is just a look at that fat fuck. He was so fat his high school yearbook was taken from a helicopter because it's so fat and stupid he looks.
Oh. Now I was gonna say this, like I'm a bit overweight, but this guy is fatter than I am.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Profit, and it didn't. Those were the numbers that I was pulling up initially.
Man, that's some bullshit there.
It did not.
And it did, but it did make 700, almost like 700 million, didn't it?
Made 615 million.
Oh, well, so it's still really good even in this economy.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Before they, or when they came out with that 125 mil, and people were.
Hold up, let's look at the chat.
Variety article was a rumor. It will never be made. The research put them. Oh my god.
Telling me that I was crazy.
Yeah.
You have the $2.5 million your budget in your market. What is the? I don't understand why people. It makes me upset because people are being hoodwinked.
I'm sorry that the truth offends you. I'm very sorry that offends you.
Yeah.
I know the truth is offensive, and I'm sorry that offends you. I'm very sorry that offends you.
Tell your dad.
I'm gonna take that one.
Yeah, Leo Getz. Tell your dad he failed as a father. Should have had abortion with you.
And that your horrible mother should have swallowed. That's what Lucas. That's the amazing Lucas. He
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take that line from SK. I'm sorry that offends you. I'm gonna take that one.
It's all right. Continue.
Yeah. No. Okay, I just want to say I get that the truth offends these Snyder cultists, and I'm so sorry that offends you. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that offends you.
We saw the number. It was much higher than 220. We broke it down.
Like
Charles did a whole
360.
breakdown
It
of
was $363 million, and then they got an Ohio tax credit for like
11 million or
$11 million.
something.
So take that 11
Oh, I
million
did.
off
I
the
did see that. Yeah, yeah.
363, and then that's what basically, at least where it started. So, yeah.
But James Gunn will never admit to that
Like,
for some
like,
reason. They
like,
don't.
like,
It'll
Flex,
destroy
like
their
I told
movie.
you, like I told you, Flex, you got dragged into a culture war here.
Yeah.
With a comic book culture war.
Not really
Like
much
I said,
war
this
when
has
it's
been going on for
one-sided.
years with Snyder. He's been sabotaged. He's been
Bro, what the fuck?
trashed.
The fuck? Jesus, do you hear that?
Yeah. Respond. Snyder was sabotaged. Like what?
The fuck?
So many times from Hollywood. It's
All
crazy.
Yeah.
because he wouldn't play ball. All because he is an artist
He would
first.
not.
This
Would
man
not
this man went to
compromise.
school.
Shut the fuck up. He's not an artist. He makes shit.
Yeah.
Brain dead shit slop is what he makes.
Yeah. The only people who like it are depressed fat losers like you guys who have nothing better to do because your lives are an embarrassment. You need something to cling on to so you don't commit suicide, which some of them people actually admitted they did. These people are a bunch of fucking losers. They're crying because their mothers and fathers never loved them because of how much of a failure they were as human beings. Like Lilo gets, his mother and father never loved him because they saw how much of a failure he is. They tried to put him up for orphanage, but they couldn't, so they had to deal with this smelly loser, and they
They
just never
couldn't put
loved
him
him.
up for.
Yeah, and
They couldn't even put him up for adoption because he was too fat.
yeah, and everyone kept making fun of him, and even the parents encouraged it. His parents were like, "Yeah, this piece of shit deserves it. He's just too fat." And they never even gave him birthday or Christmas because he was that much of an embarrassment. What a fucking loser! That's
You want
why.
to know what I was gonna say? Would you like to know when let me tell you something. You want to know when I like these movies? When I was 10 and 13.
Yeah. All right, continue.
Yeah. Oh my god.
For
It's
this
almost
stuff, bro.
over.
He went to school for this. Before he went to school for filmography, he was an artist. That's what he did: painting, sculptures, all that. He did that stuff, and he incorporates that into his films, which is why he's a visual. He's like the best at it.
No, he isn't. He's a
Oh.
failure, just like you guys. Lilo gets, you are a failure for promoting that stupid Lilo truck
All right,
just because you want attention because of how much of a failure you are as a child.
I'm gonna channel my inner amazing Lucas. Leo gets uh tell your father that tell your father that he failed you as a parent and that your whore mom that she should have swallowed.
No. Actually, it should be tell your mother and father that they didn't treat you harsh enough because you needed to be treated harsher. Because the only reason you like these movies is because they're depressing loser movies for people like you. Who
Damn.
and you only do this stuff because no woman will ever like you because you smell worse than a skunk. Like you make skunks smell like Febreze. That's how bad you smell.
I've gotten sprayed by a skunk before.
I,
Oh my god.
imagine being near this fat
How long
fuck.
is it? What time's the recording going at? Because I'm just curious.
Oh, 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 42 seconds.
Oh, this should tell you how bad this video is then.
Yeah.
Because he literally can put that in
And
a
even
film.
Christopher Nolan has said in articles that he does all the superhero movies that are coming nowadays. There's none that he doesn't see Snyder's influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of the
Yeah, Christopher Nolan's an idiot then.
Yeah. Sorry, Zack Snyder's a failure as a
day, for
human
me, I know
being.
numbers
And all these guys are failures of human beings.
aside, I know that's a big
Their
deal,
growth and
but
fat
numbers
matter.
aside, what is the overall best film, of the Superman movie? And that's what I took into consideration. And for myself, it was Man of Steel, and I wanted to continue this journey, like the fans, like you guys are saying. And I'm gonna make that determination for myself. I mean, I bought the dang
Right.
movies because I want to watch them in the highest, best quality, and the sound and everything, right? And I want to do myself a service because I did not see these films in
Oof,
theaters.
man, you
Imagine,
are. Oh,
imagine,
bro.
imagine, Flex, imagine. So when we ran the numbers, we estimated around 83 to 85 million globally. 83 million people saw Superman, or 83 million tickets basically were
Or so.
sold
Yeah.
globally in 2013's Man of Steel. 83 million people. Imagine how many people just like you who still haven't watched Man of Steel or BBS or ZSJL and would react exactly the same way with emotion, with hope, with like, wow, like this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because
For
like
fat folks like you.
your reaction was so pure that no fucking shill can hide.
You're the
No
shills.
article can hide that. I don't care how good you are.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve talking about shills.
Yeah. Let's continue this.
All right, yeah.
AI, the way you reacted to
And
that
he's not the
film.
only one. Do you know how many videos we've seen with people finally seeing these films from Zack Snyder
And now they're
like
finding out now.
they're finding out
Yeah.
now,
Wait,
bro. Maybe they weren't ready for it, 10, 11, 12 years ago. Maybe they weren't. I don't know. Maybe the audience wasn't ready for that. But they're seeing it now and they're like, damn, you know?
Yeah, what it is too, Charles, is I think now they have something to compare it to. Now they realize,
Yes.
oh, we fucked up. We got to go back.
Yep.
So
That was horrible. Alright, the last
That was
video.
honestly one of the.
Now, in
Okay,
terms of the
let's.
ideas, now, although we hate the Snyderverse, could you agree that doing it in animation would technically be a compromise for them? I mean,
Yeah, I'd agree.
yeah, and they're like, nope, we don't want that. So let's just watch the last one.
All right, if my phone wants to work, sorry.
All right, but while we wait, did you
Right.
what do you think about my pinned post on X?
Oh, hold up. Let me pull that up then.
So we can talk about that real quick. A nice little break from these fat, smelly losers. Yeah, you can close that for now. Give it a moment.
Sorry, Discord closed.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right. Let me see if Liam saw my message.
I don't know if it did, but yeah. You want to pull up? Want to talk about it?
Oh shit! No, so I guess something must be going on in League. Can you see my screen?
No.
Oh, here.
What happened?
I just opened it up and I just saw something.
All right, show me. Like a war
See
going
this?
on? Comic Legend Coward. What if
Can you
we
see my screen?
what? What's going on?
I don't fucking know.
Uh,
Alright,
but want to talk about my
no,
pinned post real quick?
you.
Like,
Oh yeah, sure. All right,
yeah,
I was just gonna see. Is this group chat very active or not really?
a bit of both, but get to X real quick and see my pinned post. Do you follow me?
Oh yeah, I follow you on Twitter.
All right.
I think I do at least. Like, let me open my thing. Let me open my Twitter.
For you, for you. Alright, let's.
Can you see me? Can you see my stuff?
Yeah, I can.
Can you see my screen still?
Mm-hmm. Alright,
Let's see the shit house. Let me open up.
Positive vibes only.
Oh
Positive
God,
vibes
my ex account's cursed
only.
now.
Man. Final rookie, Mike. Oh my God!
What is your? Oh yeah. I was gonna say it's
brainstorming. Oh, you see it? Saw it.
Hold on.
I guess when I saw it. Yep, right there.
Yeah, no, I accidentally I accidentally typed braids.
Braids. Braids. Yep. Oh, let's see my name. Yep. Alright, go to my
Yep,
pin post.
right there. You know
Yeah,
what's crazy? I've had this opinion for years.
I know, and it's just like it's so weird. There's like no way he
Is this
doesn't
your,
know that people do this. He has to know that
is
people
this your
do this.
Discord server?
Yeah, those are the
Do you
Snyder.
have a Discord server?
Yeah, and the Snyder Cultist Destruction server. But if you look, keep scrolling down to see my latest post. I posted the part one of our response. Um, my first video on these losers. It's gotten. Hang on, let me see how many views. It's 18. Okay, yeah, but you see how many people are just flipping out and just jumping to conclusions instead of actually just thinking about what I said.
I'm just gonna quickly check and see if there's any comments.
On what? Oh,
Alright,
understand Zack
I'm
Snyder.
starting.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm gonna like this video.
okay. Yeah, this. I guarantee you, it's gonna get viewed very quickly.
All right.
But
What the fuck is wrong with you? I pointed out how he doesn't care because he allows his fans to use their name to spread hate. How is he meant to stop them and his fans aren't the ones disrespecting his daughter, you fucking loser? I swear to God, you have a Superman PFP, but you're an awful person. Call them out and tell them enough. When has that ever... Oh my God.
but before you wait anymore, can I just say something real quick? Um,
Yeah?
my whole point is, if he at least tried once and failed, that would at least show he tried, which is enough for me. But you can keep scrolling through.
Fuck, this is some weirdo shit to say. Cope all you want, it's true. What happened to all that kindness is the new punk rock. You guys act toxic online, don't play victim, and Zach doesn't. Instead of being mad at me, how about you see Zach is okay with his fans using his daughter's name to spread hate? When did they spread? Oh my God, they literally are doing the
The what?
oh, this thing here. They're literally doing the plausible deniability. Well, I never said that.
Yeah, plausible deniability. Keep coping, my
Look at
guys.
this.
Yeah.
How about this?
Mm.
Or like this response right here underneath this meme. Switch them out, and then you got a perfect thing.
Yeah.
Gun
No.
fans up right here where it says Snyder fans. Gun fans taking criticism. Snyder fans on bottom. Gun fans on top.
Now, we can. Alright.
Yeah, we actually know how to take criticism.
Yeah. So you can see some of the posts. But
What the
by the way,
fuck?
okay, I'm gonna explain real quick. It's an image. So basically, what happened was this guy took one of the. Hang on, don't do anything. I'm trying to explain. This guy took that image, which he saw from a video, and it happened so fast. But if you look very carefully, you can see under her skirt. So he posts this uncensored, and everyone called him a creep because of this. Now, this man's like a 60-year-old man with kids. But I want to point out, don't you agree?
Going to the picture.
Yeah, but don't you agree that's creepy to pause to look for an image like this and then literally pause? Something that happens so fast, you have to specifically slow down the frame to do it. And he didn't
Yeah.
censor it. This is someone calling Jason Momoa a traitor for playing Lobo. And then we have Gun Gooner Cringe, who jokes about domestic violence. See?
That didn't happen in the movie. He didn't even hit her though.
Yeah.
He just really asked him pressing questions, which because of what happened in Jarnapur in Moravia.
Yeah, but want to keep reading? Someone?
No, I need to preserve my brain cells for the rest of this shit.
Oh yeah, let's watch the last video. Let's watch
All
it.
right. Do you want to watch any? Yeah. I was gonna say, I would like to. I think we should like. One thing I would like to react to is Ultimate Joker's video on Superman because oh my god.
Well, I mean, I recommend we just finish this video, and then I kind of want to figure out what's going on in League of Entertainment. So maybe we should both just go in and ask what's going on.
Yeah.
Just watch the last one. Just one more video.
All right.
One more torturous video. We'll fill with fat.
I hate these guys. I hate these guys. They're so stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I sat down here
I decided to jerk my buddies off and swallow their semen.
and decided to do this video, I tried to pick
Full screen.
or at least think
Okay. Oh, god damn it. At least it's a short one.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I sat down here and decided to do this video, I tried to pick or at least think of the perfect intro that would perfectly encapsulate my feelings of
Dude, stop fucking. He's stuttering.
Keep it
You
up.
see that?
Yep, keep it
the
up.
Snyderverse and how I want to continue.
No, I'm just saying, the recording's going, right?
Yeah.
All right.
3 words. Live action only.
You have an idea how ungrateful that makes you sound?
Yeah.
So like, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that they were to make an animated, like them and the rest of them, like animated, like say the Spider-Verse movies. That makes like they get what they want, but they'd be so they're acting so ungrateful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it on debrief.
I hate these guys. They're stupid. They're dumber than Colin. This is making me think that maybe
Good
Colin
movie,
isn't that stupid.
Yeah. Let's just keep watching this.
And gentlemen, thank you so much again for joining me on another edition of the Lethal Geeks podcast. This is the debrief. I am your host, Charles, also known as Sergeant Murtaugh. I'm gonna get right into it. This article is from Screen Rant, and apparently I missed this. So this article came out 2 days ago. But this is from Screen Rant. It says DC Snyderverse's revival chances look more likely after a major studio update. All right. Years after the director and the franchise parted ways, DC Snyderverse might be the closest it has ever been to returning if a reported studio move turns out to be accurate. Snyder shaped what would be the DCU movie franchise, casting most of the main stars and the shared universe, and spearheading 3 of the DCU's biggest entries. So far, so good. While Snyder's DC movies are divisive, the director amassed a loyal following. After DC replaced Snyder with Joss Whedon in 2017's Justice League, it was because of that passionate fan base that Zack Snyder's Justice League would be released on HBO Max in 2021. Fans have since been asking for Snyder's DC plans to be finished at another studio, and that might become a real possibility.
If Netflix had owned the rights to my the DC characters in my extended universe, of course I would absolutely whatever. Yeah.
Key phrase is if.
Also, I love this is literally proof. He's literally instigating his fans to do this. He literally is. Am I right?
Yeah.
Continue.
Sorry about that.
No question.
will be very happy.
Yeah.
Again, all sounds good so far. Next, Netflix is reportedly interested in a major studio. So, we've already been reporting on that pretty much all week. Everybody has. So, the fan campaign to sell the Snyderverse to Netflix, where the director has released a series of projects since leaving DC, has been going on for a few years. Now, the door for that to happen might have been opened. That is because of a recent report that Netflix is interested in buying Warner Brothers Discovery. According to Bloomberg, both Netflix and Comcast have an interest in Warner Brothers, given that James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC Studios lies within parent company Warner Brothers Discovery. If Netflix were to buy Warner, the streaming giant would have access to DC's movie and TV properties, which is what we all want. That would mean a return to the Snyderverse on Netflix would finally be possible. Here is the problem that I have. So we all know when Stuber was there, Scott Stuber, he was an executive at, he ran the film division, I believe, at Netflix. He already said that the more Snyderverse, the better. He already said that. So here's the problem I have. This article goes on to mention animation. So I'm going to read that part. If Netflix had access to DC's library, then the only real thing that could stand in the way of the
Really
Snyderverse
feels like
return
he's
is
just
James Gunn's
like
new DC
mobilizing his
universe.
fans
However,
to act
both
this
of them
way.
can easily coexist. In the past, Snyder revealed that he would love to finish his Justice League trilogy plans in animation. I'm going to stop you right there.
I just don't trust you.
Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Do your research and come back and comment in the comments. But last I heard, Zack Snyder just said he wanted to finish his universe. He didn't say specifically in which way he wanted to finish it.
Oh my fucking god, you stupid piece of shit.
Yeah.
Are you this stupid? At least he's not fat.
Yeah.
He didn't say he would love to finish it in animation. On the record, I
It's
haven't
a
heard
plausible
anything. Now,
deniability that the
somebody
Snyder
correct me if
cultists
y'all
love to
heard that, but
use,
I haven't
right?
heard anything about him wanting to finish it in animation. Regardless, live action only. The majority of Snyder fans have not just been fighting to get the Snyderverse restored, but we've also been fighting to get it in live action too. Here's the question that I have. Why is it that when it comes to Zack Snyder, y'all want to give him the shit end of the stick? And I'm not talking about just executives and all that. I'm talking about so-called fans, these fake-ass DC fans.
I mean, like
Why
you?
are you guys okay with him finishing in animation when he got 3 epic movies already in live action? And what makes you think a real, true DC fan and a Snyder fan wants to see that in animation?
Pause.
You forgot the first rule of
Pause.
Sorry. What?
Like, this really just sounds like he's just being a whiny, spoiled brat. Like, he's just so ungrateful with this. And it's like, you guys are the fake DC fans. And also, I want to point out, live action is going to take way longer to do live action. Animation is actually way shorter for you guys to get what you want. So, you guys are just being ungrateful, spoiled brat.
And it's also not just that. I think it's crazy. It's like they use the plausible deniability. Well, he didn't say that, or they didn't say this specific phrase. Like, you probably engage with more of the Snyder cultists. Is it just these guys, or do all of them like using the plausible deniability card?
From the scene of it, I feel like they all do.
I was gonna say, I'm not to like drag this out any longer, but I was gonna say, like, with that Lulo guy, who is he a Snyder cultist?
From what I can think, yeah, but in general, how do you feel about this whole thing about them, like, we only want live action, not animation?
It makes you look really ungrateful and like.
And they also talk about, like, the short end of the stick. It's like, bro, we are trying to move on from that dead universe, and you guys just want to keep bringing it back. Like, that universe caused so much issues and problems for DC's reputation. They made people think Superman was only good if he was evil, largely thanks to Snyderverse and the Injustice games, and they helped make Superman less being boring.
And I was just saying, not to interrupt you, Ultimate Joker tried saying, as you saw in that the live stream, he tried to say that was never a thing. That was never like a Superman. That Superman, the evil Superman, was never like a dominant thing. Yeah, I remember when it was. People were saying that Superman was always good, was only good when he was evil, and it was fucking stupid, and I hated it so much.
Mm-hmm.
They call Superman the Man of Tomorrow because he's not supposed to. He's supposed to resemble hope. For what humanity is supposed to strive to be. That's literally the point of Superman.
But also, like, in general, how, like, much of a spoiled brat do they sound at this point?
Like, if it's written good, let's say Zack Snyder's learned, and let's say it's written good, yeah, I'd be okay with it. If it's written good.
But it's like, also, like, animation's a much faster way for you to get what you want. You're just being spoiled brats, so. But let's continue.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Now, before I go on, I want to let everybody know this is not to knock people who like animation or comic books or
It
anything
feels
like that.
like
I
it
have
is
comics
though.
back here. I
This
like
video
them too.
feels very spike
Okay.
driven.
I'm not an animation guy. I've seen animation. I like animation, but I'm not an animation guy.
Yeah, and why
So
should we listen to what you have to say?
not
You're a
everybody
fat,
in the
smelly
Snyderverse
Snyder cultist.
reads comics or is into animation. I'm going to say that again. The majority of Snyder fans want this finished live action. We want a live action Justice League Part 2, Justice League Part 3, and a live action Batfleck solo film with Deathstroke. Those 3 right there. He finished 3 movies in live action. He left us on a cliffhanger with Darkseid walking away saying he's going to use the old ways to get to planet Earth to find the anti-life equation. And you think we want to finish that in animation?
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
I was gonna say, just unrelated, what is the anti-life equation? I'm not like I like Superman, but I'm not really familiar with Darkseid as a character.
Well, it doesn't really matter as much, but I also want to point out something. If that's the issue, you could always just redo Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League Part 1 in animation, and just redo that in animation, just to make sure all of it's in animation if you're really this fucking petty. It's not that hard. You already have the voice lines, and you just need to draw it. Like, everything.
No, this is what is the anti-life equation?
It's best to read it on your own time, but we just gotta finish this.
Yeah.
Think, McFly.
Is it like what he's always wanted?
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. No Snyderverse fan in his right mind is going to settle for that.
Then you're just
So,
ungrateful.
Screen Rant had me all the way up until that part because they seem to think that animation would be cool, which lets me know that they don't care. See, they don't care about how his vision is finished. We do. So until they get that figured out, we are going to continue to fight not just for the Snyderverse to be restored, we're also going to fight for the live action ending of the Snyderverse as well. So I just wanted to throw this video up right quick, let everybody know what's going on. Like I said, the video, it's not the video, but the article from Screen Rant came out 2 days ago. So let me know what you guys think. Sign off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Hype this video up. It helps the algorithm. Turn on those notifications so
We're
you can
done.
get any other updates that we might have going forward.
All right.
Otherwise,
Jesus Christ.
So,
Wasn't that bad?
But what?
Huh?
What were you saying?
Not as bad as
The last one?
no, it's not that bad, but Jesus Christ, that was awful.
They're just ungrateful. But I'm gonna end this and upload it, and I'm also gonna check on X. I'll join back in League Central, but could you ask like what the fuck is going on? There, because
Yeah, I will.
But
Yeah, that looked like a fucking war's going on.
All right. Good day.